Good afternoon. Here is the national news from BGI TV Current. I am Mauriri Rabila Lawal. First are the headlines. Probe missing 2.1 billion US dollars, 3.1 trillion naira subsidy payment or face legal action. FG TUC meeting on fuel subsidy removal ends in deadlock. Commission to create jobs for 7,000 youth. Hoodlums attack ex-Lagos Council chair. And on sports, on the 20 World Cup, Flying Eagles crash out after defeat to South Korea. Now the news in detail. Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project SERAP has urged President Bola Ahmed TINUBU to set up a presidential panel of inquiry to promptly probe the grim allegations that 2.1 billion US dollars and 3.1 trillion public funds of oil revenues and budgeted as fuel subsidy payments are missing and unaccounted for between 2016 and 2019, as documented by the Auditor General of the Federation. SERAP urged him to name and shame anyone suspected to be responsible for the alleged widespread and systematic corruption to the use of oil revenues and the management of public funds budgeted as fuel subsidy, and to ensure their effective prosecution as well as full recovery of any proceeds of crime. SERAP also urged him to promptly, thoroughly, independently, transparently, and effectively probe all fuel subsidy paid by successive governments since the return of democracy in 1999, and to use any recovered proceeds of crime as palliatives to address the impact of any subsidy removal on poor Nigerians. In the letter dated 3rd June 2023 and signed by SERAP Deputy Director Kolawole Oluwadare, the organization said, there is a legitimate public interest in ensuring that justice and accountability for these serious allegations. There will be no economic growth or sustainability without accountability for these human rights crimes. Going on to the next story. The meeting called by the federal government and the Trade Union Congress on Sunday to iron out differences thrown by the sudden removal of fuel subsidy ended on an inconclusive note, as all stakeholders are to reconvene on Tuesday to continue their deliberations. However, the federal government has hinted that the new administration under Bola Ahmed TINUBU may likely effect some review of the national minimum wage to enable workers to meet current economic realities. Information from Dele Alake, who gave the government's position, also hinted that the government was seriously considering tax waivers for Nigerians but was not specific on which category of Nigerians. He said government stakeholders received the demands made by the TUC in good faith and would sit with the President Bola Tinubu to consider them one after the other and make compromise where necessary. The meeting, which held at the conference room of the Chief of Staff, lasted for over 5 hours and had the executive members of the TUC, led by its President Festus Osifo, in attendance. National Commission Against Proliferation of Arms, Light Weapons and Pipeline Vandalism has said it will embark on creation of jobs to employ 7,000 youth in each state as its contribution to curb youth restiveness. And the Acting Director General, Dr. Otoba Adegbero, who spoke in Abuja, said the Commission will clamp down on sellers, ammunition, chemical weapons, importers and holders of light weapons. Adegbero appealed to President Bola Tinubu to assent to the bill to deliver on their mandate, saying our core mandate is to stop importation of illegal arms, ammunition and chemical weapons. It means we have to go down even to the fishermen to make sure we comply with the Economic Community of West African States ECOWAS Treaty, which Nigeria is signatory in, and to 2006 to stop all ammunition coming through the borders and seas. Adegbero said the Commission is in tandem with ECOWAS Commission to battle importation of illegal arms, ammunition, small weapons and chemical weapons. Going on to Lagos State. Some hoodlums in Ifelodun local council development area on Friday attacked the former chairman of the council, Alhaji Fatai Ajidagba, aka Ajifat. Ajidagba was left with a dislocated arm and bruises on fingers and cheeks after the attack. The former council chief was approaching his vehicle parked inside the secretariat after a meeting with leadership of the All Progressive Congress (APC). when the hoodlums pounced on him. According to him, the hoodlums were armed with various dangerous weapons like cutlasses, cudgels, broken bottles, charms, and guns. Ajidabra told the nation the attack was sponsored by a lawmaker and a leader in the council. And to end the stories for today is the sports story. Nigeria have been eliminated from this year's FIFA Under-20 World Cup following a 1-0 defeat to Korea Republic on Sunday. The Flying Eagles failed to score in over 120 minutes of the encounter. However, the Koreans grabbed the winner in the 95th minute through See Sok-Eun after there were no goals in regulation time. They will face Italy in the semi-finals of the competition. That sports story ends the national news this hour. Before we go, some major headlines. Probe missing $2.1 billion and 3.1 trillion naira. Subsidy payment or face legal action. FG TUC meeting on fuel subsidy removal ends in deadlock. On the 20 World Cup, Flying Eagles crashed out after defeat to Korea Republic at the quarterfinals. For more updates of our broadcast on YouTube, our handle is BGI TV Currents. Kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell, select option all to access our broadcast. On Facebook, Nagide with Alawi Adibayo. Please like and follow the page. For other placements of goods and services, coverage of events and function, please dial the phone number on your screen. Thank you for watching. I am Mo Rabila. Good afternoon.